Williams West Expedition. Video diary number
14, I believe.
We talked to you last night from the hotel. What time did I get you up this morning?
The alarm probably went off at 5:30.
Yep.
I think I probably got up at about 6 o'clock.
No, you got up at 5:35.
5:35 a.m.
We drove an hour to Zion National Park. Plan was, we got there at the crack of dawn at about 7 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
It's great parking spot.
Perfect parking spot. Weather was a little chilly.
Weather was a little chilly, so we wanted to do Angel's Landing first. So it's supposed to be like straight up, a lot of switchbacks. I think it's round trip somewhere around like 5-something miles, 5.5.
Yeah.
Switchbacks up, and then once you start getting to the summit, it's so narrow and so steep, you have to hold a chain so you don't fall off cliff edges. Once we got to the top, and I did the first set of chains, and then there's a part where you don't have any chains and you kind of just have to crawl across the rocks until the next mountain. I just said, nope, I'm done.
Yep.
No more for me. So I waited for Jared, and by the time he started coming back, it was like 9:30, and it took him forever to come down because it's like only wide enough for really one person, so he has to fight all these people coming in because it's getting busy. So I got scared that we got lost. He got lost. But I found him. We went back to the car. We had peanut butter and jelly lunch. We were pretty hungry.
I had 2 peanut butter and jelly lunches because I work so hard to hike.
So we had peanut butter and jelly lunches, and then we went to do the Narrows hike, which everybody said would be so crowded. You have to do it early, and it's stupid holiday weekend, so the park is extra packed. And
explain to them what the Narrows Trail is.
So basically, you have to hike a mile down this like river walk, which is fine. It's an easy hike. There's a lady being pushed in a wheelchair along it. And then after that, you get into a creek, and there is no trail. You just hike up. It's not a creek, it's a river.
It is a river.
Virgin River.
Yes.
And you just hike as far as you are comfortable in the river.
Yep.
And it keeps on getting higher and higher and higher, and goes in between and in and out of these canyons. So we started that at, I'm trying to think what time, it might have been like, it was probably about 2 o'clock when we started, and we checked the weather, and it looked like for sure it was going to start storming and raining at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
It rains every single place the 2 of us go. It rained on our wedding day. It's rained everywhere on this whole trip that it wasn't supposed to.
It's never this cold here. This is the coldest it's ever been. This is so unusual.
Every time we talk to somebody, when we get to someplace new, they're like, this weather is not what it's supposed to be. We're like, no kidding.
We're ready for a beach. Like, we're ready to sit on a beach in a chair and have a drink. It's been exhausting. So anyways, I knew this weather was coming.
Yep.
There's signs all over the place warning you of flash floods. Yes. I should go back and say at Angel's Landing, where we'd hiked this morning, there's warning signs all over about people that fall off the cliffs and die. Yes. So the second trail we're going to do when it's going to start raining and there's flash floods. Yes. So essentially, the weather did not look so great. Needless to say, there wasn't much of a crowd to fight doing the Narrows. My plan was to hike an hour in and then turn around, and hopefully we'd be out before the weather hit. And I let us go an hour and 15 minutes in.
Melissa was having a lot of fun. She was really cute. She'd go up to the bend, and she'd be like, oh, let's go to the next bend. And then, like, every new bend, she'd be like, let's go to the next one. And she was splashing around in the water. She was having a good time.
So let us go for an hour and 15 minutes and decided this is far enough. We need to turn around before starts unleashing on us. So we turned around, and 15 minutes later, it starts unleashing. And
it was cold.
It was really cold.
It got cold. It got windy.
Well, even when we started, in the pictures, you'll see everybody's wearing sweatshirts with shorts in this like ice cube frigid water.
Yeah.
Which you can hike as high up as you want. We pretty much got waist high.
Oh yeah, easily.
Aside for the fact that both of us fell in, so both of us were kind of up to our neck.
Yes. At separate times.
It was terrible. We got back to the shuttle station, which is the very last shuttle station to get back to the visitor center, and there are so many people there, and every shuttle coming in is full because everybody's trying to get back to their cars because it's
pouring rain.
Yeah. So stupid me, stupid idea. I was like, well, let's just hike back to the previous shuttle stop, and then there'll be space on it because there's like probably like 100 and something people waiting where we're at to get on. Jared says, well, okay. So we get like a couple minutes down the road. I was like, this is a stupid idea, isn't it? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, let's turn around. He was like, I'm not turning around now.
No.
And I was like, well, then why didn't you stop me? You're just as stupid if you didn't stop my stupid idea.
Well, I mean, we're already soaking wet.
So then we ended up hiking 2.5 miles to the previous bus stop just to get on a shuttle. We were freezing cold. It was not a great day.
I couldn't do this.
It was not a great day.
I couldn't do that. That's how cold I was.
We just stripped down to our underwear in the parking lot because you were so cold. You just wanted the wet, cold clothes off.
Yep.
Zion was okay. I
liked it.
I mean, it's more of like a tourist attraction. Like I said, you have to take these shuttles all over the place.
Melissa doesn't like national parks. Is what we've come to realize.
No, I liked Bryce Canyon. I liked Canyonlands. Wasn't it? Arches was okay, but I mean, like, I don't know.
She doesn't like tourists at our national parks. I think that's what it is.
No, this place was so crowded. You had to take trams to the trails. Like they run out of parking there, so you have to park in town and take a bus to the park. Is how many people were there? Like it's more like a zoo or Kings Island than it is a park.
I thought it was fun.
So we don't really know what we're doing now. We just plugged in go home.
Yeah, I don't know.
In the GPS. We might end up stopping somewhere.
We need a hotel tonight. We're frazzled.
We're cold. We're tired.
Yeah, that was a full day. How many hours was that?
Well, we started at 5:30 and it's 6:30. Today we've done 12.7 miles so far.
That's not that long.
Walking, hiking. It's pretty far.
I guess it's pretty far.
Oh, I wanted to show you our motto for the trip. It is a John Wayne koozie. It says, courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyways. Which is what we've done all trip. Is gone ahead and charged through with our plans, even though...
it's usually the weather's not cooperating.
Yeah, the weather's been awful.
Our itinerary was awesome and perfect, and we had a lot of fun.
I wanted to camp another night, but it's going to rain all night. We're not camping.
Yeah, it's going to be 34 degrees and raining anywhere within 4 or 5 hours of where we're at right now. So, since we had to wade through the river on the Narrows Trail, we need another night of hotel. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
It'll be nice.
It's starting to rain again. Shocker.
Anything else you want to tell them?
I hate rain. I hate mud.
You don't hate mud.
Jared's allowed to buy his $1,700 lights now, and he's allowed to buy a $15,000 camper.
Melissa really liked the Expedition Expo thing. What was it called? Overland Expo.
Yeah, I did.
She really wants to start just traveling and camping and going four-wheeling, so...
We're approaching 10 minutes. Let's cut it off.
Holy shit. Alright. See you guys later.
Goodbye.